There is still some safety in numbers for the tens of thousands of protesters on the streets of Minsk. The Ministry of Interior in Belarus has warned them that demonstrations are illegal, closing off city squares and streets. But that hasn't stopped people descending on the capital for a fourth week of protests against the continued leadership of President Alexander Lukashenko. He claims he won the August 9th election with 80% of the vote. The opposition say the poll was rigged and they want a rerun. As protesters made their way home on Sunday, security forces seemed to take advantage of the thinning crowds, pulling out people apparently at random, according to witnesses, and bundling them into vans. Other video has emerged on social media of masked men in civilian clothes beating up people on the streets of Minsk. In one, they're breaking down the door of a cafe where the owner had given shelter to protesters.
People started running inside. We locked the door, and then around 15 to 20 people in black masks started to smash the glass and took some people away.
Human rights experts from the United Nations say they've received hundreds of reports of cases of torture and beatings by police. This is Olga Kovalkova of the Opposition Coordination Council. Sentenced to 10 days in jail, she appeared in Poland on Saturday after she says she was forcibly taken to the border.
They came to the center where I was isolated. They gave me a hat, a mask, and took me out of prison. They made me lie on the back seat, and they drove me away from the isolation center.
At the presidential palace in Minsk, there was tight security to protect Lukashenko from his own people. We won't forgive, we won't forget, they're shouting. The videos emerging out of Minsk on Sunday night suggest that whatever tolerance the government had for the protesters is wearing thin. That could increase pressure on Western powers to impose sanctions on Alexander Lukashenko and senior members of his administration. Lithuania's foreign minister says in an interview that the European Union's lack of action over Belarus is undermining the credibility of its foreign policy. Bernard Smith, Aljazeera, Vilnius.